HOA Karen destroyed my lake bridge. Now her house sits next to a swamp of legal trouble. The lake bridge had stood for generations, its weathered planks creaking under the weight of memory. It connected our small town of Willowbank, a thread stitching neighbors together across the shimmering water. Kids biked across it, lovers carved initials into its railings, and I, Tom Grayson, walked it daily to clear my head after long shifts at the lumber mill. That was until Karen Whitaker, the self-appointed queen of the HOA, decided it wasn't aesthetic enough. Her obsession with her prized flowerbeds, gaudy bursts of petunias and marigolds, set off a chain of events that tore our community apart. Karen had always been a force, her voice sharp enough to slice through town meetings. She'd moved to Willowbank 5 years ago, her modern glass and steel house an eyesore against our rustic cabins. Her flowerbeds, though, were her pride, meticulously curated and photographed for her blog, Karen's Blooming Haven. But the bridge, she claimed, blocked her view of the lake. "It's an eyesore," she'd huff, ignoring the irony. Last spring, she escalated her crusade, rallying the HOA to replace the bridge with a sleek, modern one, her vision of progress. Most of us resisted. The bridge was our history. But Karen had influence, connections, and a lawyer on speed dial. By summer, she'd pushed through permits, citing safety concerns that no one else saw. Construction began, and our bridge was dismantled. I watched, gutted, as the old planks were hauled away. Worse, the construction crew, hired by Karen's cousin, botched the job. The new bridge collapsed mid-build, dumping concrete and rebar into the lake. The water turned murky, fish floated belly up, and the town's heart broke. Karen, unfazed, blamed the crew and demanded we fund a second attempt. That's when I snapped. I wasn't alone. Lila, a quiet biology student who'd grown up here, had been documenting the lake's ecosystem for her thesis. She showed me her notebook, pages of data proving the construction had poisoned the water. "This isn't just about a bridge, Tom," she whispered, her voice trembling. "The lake's dying." We rallied neighbors, circulated petitions, and confronted Karen at the next HOA meeting. The room crackled with tension shouts, pointed fingers, and Karen's icy glare. "You're all stuck in the past," she spat. "My flowers deserve that view." Then came the twist. Old Mr. Hargrove, a recluse who rarely left his cabin, shuffled into the meeting, clutching a yellowed deed. His voice, raspy but firm, dropped a bombshell. The land under Karen's house was technically part of the lake's protected watershed. Her construction permits? Invalid. The room fell silent. Karen's face drained of color. Hargrove, who'd lost his wife on that bridge decades ago, had been quietly watching Karen's destruction. His deed was our leverage, and it shifted everything. The legal battle began. Lila and I filed optimist, arguing the bridge's destruction violated environmental laws. Karen countersued, claiming we were harassing her right to beautify. Courtrooms became our new battleground, and the town split, some siding with Karen's vision of progress, others with our fight for heritage. The stress wore us down. Lila's thesis stalled. I lost sleep, haunted by the lake's murky water. Karen, meanwhile, doubled down, planting more flowers as if to taunt us. Months later, the judge ruled. The bridge's destruction was deemed illegal, and Karen's permits were revoked. Her house, built on protected land, faced demolition unless she paid hefty fines. The lake, now a swamp from runoff, sat accusingly beside her property. We won, but victory tasted bitter. The bridge was gone, the lake damaged, and neighbors who'd once shared coffee now avoided eye contact. Karen, stripped of her HOA throne, retreated into her glass house, her flowers wilting under the weight of her defeat. I stood by the lake's edge last week, Lila beside me. "Was it worth it?" she asked, her voice heavy. I didn't know. The bridge's absence felt like a missing limb, but Hargrove's unexpected stand had given us hope, a reminder that even the quietest voices could shift the tide. We'd fought for something bigger than ourselves, but the cost was a fractured community. What do you think, who was right in this fight, and what does justice mean when everyone loses something?